Hello again, I'm Tripp Rogers, and this is Tripp's Take. Well, the news came out over the weekend that former President Biden has prostate cancer that has metastasized to the bone. And there are people who kind of go, huh? And now, I applaud President Trump for taking the high road in this and saying nice things. I do. But I am one of those people who's a little skeptical on this. Really I am. And I say this because, as the President of the United States, presidents undergo a yearly physical, and they get checked out. They have to be, because they are, of course, the leader of the free world. How did somebody miss this? And the fact that it metastasized to the bone leads me to believe that he has had it for quite some time. And if he has had it, why was nothing said? Why was nothing brought up? Because prostate cancer is the easiest cancer to treat, and many people live with prostate cancer for many years. I mean, the first person I can think of off the top of my head was former Yankee manager Joe Torre, who was found to have prostate cancer while he was managing the Yankees, and he is still alive, and I think it's about 20 years later. Rudy Giuliani, I don't know how you feel about him, but Rudy Giuliani, same thing, was found to have prostate cancer and was treated and is now living his best life. So this is something that is concerning, and it makes me wonder what's going on. Now, one of the things I have seen is after 70, they don't recommend you get tested for prostate cancer. But listen, we're not talking about just any 70-year-old. We're talking about the President of the United States, the person who is the leader of our country. And he has every medical test, he has every doctor, he has every medical advance known to man available to him. And he didn't know? Oh, and let's also not forget, his wife is a doctor? Something about this just really lends itself to the theory that this has been something that's been going on for a while, and it's yet another secret that they hid from the country. I mean, Joe Biden did not go from sounding like he knew what he was talking about to being completely, couldn't utter a sentence. And I mean, like I said, I think that's what was so shocking when the debate went on and we turned it on. I mean, the first 5 minutes, you knew Joe Biden was in trouble. Joe Biden, you just could tell. And that was, I think, the time that I really started to question what was going on. And again, it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that happens over time. And the time was not good for Joe Biden. Now, again, I want to take the high road. I hope he gets well. But unfortunately, it kind of plays into something I had thought of. And one of the things that worried me was the fact that I didn't think Joe Biden would last another term. And that's, and that was something I really thought of, because he didn't look well. And if he didn't look well, I mean, listen, I'm not debating. Listen, I mean, how many senators have looked like they're on death's door, and yet they continue to serve? I mean, again, I'm just saying this. It's because the people in power have certain ends to meet, and they'll do anything they can possible. I mean, in politics, that's the way it works out. So we shall see what happens. PGA Championship, Scottie Scheffler with a victory. certainly made it difficult on himself. I mean, he was tied with John Rahm at the end of the front nine, and then all of a sudden Rahm folded over the last couple of holes, and Scotty Scheffler ran away. 5-stroke victory. And I want to put to rest all of this. Live Golf, they're not working properly. They're not playing the amount of tournament. They're not tournament tested. Bryson DeChambeau tied for second. Come on. Come on. Let's put that to rest. You know, live golfers get paid a lot of money. They're taking the money. They're not taking the money and getting fat and not working on their games. They're still working on their game. But as a longtime golf fan, I am getting tired of this. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the kart IndyCar squabble back in the early 90s. That really killed that sport. I mean, the Indianapolis 500 used to be the biggest race of the year. And IndyCar and kart started to squabble. This happened actually in the late 1970s. And it just never really fixed itself. And as a result, the Indianapolis 500, while still a great race and while still the greatest spectacle in racing, does not have the standing that it did for so many years, especially in my youth. What are you going to do? So hopefully Liv and PGA can get together and figure this thing out. But again, it's about money. It's about the people in power, and they want what they want. And that is Tripp's Take. Just before Memorial Day, got to wish you, Memorial Day weekend, start of summer. But again, Memorial Day is where we remember those we have lost in our wars, those who made us safe, those who made us free. And I just want to mention that real quick. That's going to do it for Tripp's Take for May the 22nd. Oh, and before I go, 23rd is my sister's birthday. Want to wish her a happy birthday. Love to hear your comments and questions about my podcast. Just email trippstake@gmail.com. Fantasy football players, they're starting to have mini camps and rev up for the new football season. And so are the Fantasy Sultans, the Hall of Famer Mike Sheck, and yours truly getting ready. Our podcast will be back in August as we prepare for the 2025 fantasy football season. You'll be able to find that podcast the same place you find Tripp's Take, on Spotify for podcasters, and on YouTube. Just search for the name of the podcast. Like the music of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, how about giving a listen to WTRSradio.com, powered by Live365.com. And also, I just want to let you know that I am still doing appearances with Phil Yale on Phil's Tracks, and we also have another podcast called Trippin' Up, in which we do a music trivia thing, and you can catch both of those on Spotify for podcasters. And Phil is going to distribute them on YouTube, too. And I also want to give a quick shout-out to Bunny Ware. She is a woman about town. She shoots a feature for Q105.3 called Bunny in the City, and actually she's done that for a while. And we shot a video the other day of me driving around in her car from Southern Motors. And if you want to check that out, check Facebook. My name is attached to it. It is also attached to Bunny in the City. That is Tripp's Take. I thank you for joining me. For now, Tripp Rogers, make it a great one.